There was a case in 2019 where a guy in Ikeja was held for hours because he left his driver's license at home. His crime? Buying bread without proper identification. Hey, you see, in Nigeria, you don't need to rob a bank or run a yahoo scam to end up on the wrong side of the law. Sometimes, it's just you enjoying yourself at Anowambe, spraying naira like a music video star, giving your dog a special name, or even making noise with your generator like this. Real talk though, Nigeria has some laws that will have you laughing, some that leave you shook, and others that make you wonder if the lawmakers were sipping extra palm wine during their meetings. We are talking rules that could turn your regular Saturday into a full-on courtroom drama. Today, we are breaking down everyday things that are actually crimes in Nigeria. From weddings to WhatsApp, we've got you all covered. And trust me, by the end of this video, you might realize that low-key, you've been a criminal your whole life without even knowing it. So, grab your suya, settle in, and let's talk. Number 1. Spraying money at Owambe parties. You see, if there is one thing Nigerians do better than anyone, it's throwing an Owambe. Picture it, the DJ is dropping the hottest Fuji tracks, the jollof is spicy like Idabasi is cooking, and the ashoebi is giving. And you're out here spraying crisp naira notes on your groom and bride like you're out the last cousin. The crowd is hyping you, the couples are dancing, and you're feeling like a star of the show. Calm down, that's a crime. Under the Central Bank of Nigeria Act, abusing the naira notes is a big no-no. Spraying it, stepping on it, or even writing happy married life on a 200 naira note, all illegal. You could be looking up to 6 months in jail or 50,000 naira fine. Imagine this, you're at your bestie's wedding in Surulere, spraying 100 naira notes like it's nothing, feeling like a king. Next thing you know, EFCC pulls up with their tinted SUVs, and before you can shout, DJ, play my jam, you are explaining yourself at their office. This isn't just talk back. In 2023, videos went viral of police storming parties, warning people about naira abuse. Even big-name celebs like Cubana Chief Priest have been dragged into this mess, with threats of fines for spraying cash at an event. And it's not just weddings. Think birthdays, naming ceremonies, even funerals. Anywhere naira is flying, the law is watching. And why is this a thing? The CBN says it's to protect the currency's dignity. Plus, they argue it fuels inflation when cash gets damaged. But let's be real, spraying is part of the culture. It's like telling Nigerians to stop eating jollof. Good luck with that. So next time you're at Anowambe, maybe just clap extra loud or do a fancy dance move. Spraying money? That's one-way ticket to Wahala. Cashless celebration, spray at your own risk. Keeping exotic pets. You've seen those IG influencers, right? Posing with a baby lion, a python draped around their neck, or a colorful parrot chilling on their shoulder like they are living in a safari. Looks cool. But in Nigeria, that's a crime waiting to happen. Nigeria's wildlife conservation laws are very clear. You can't just keep exotic animals like monkeys, crocodiles, parrots, or lion as a pet unless you've got your proper license. And what's the goal here? To protect endangered species. And let's be honest, keep you from becoming a snack to your cute pets. There was this crazy story in Lagos a few years back. A guy in Victoria Island was keeping a full-grown lion in his backyard. Like, are you okay? A whole lion. The neighbors were freaking out, thinking they were in a Lion King remake gone wrong. The authorities rolled in, confiscated the lion, and it became an instant news. The lion even have more Instagram followers than some of us included. So follow us, link in the description below. And it's not just lions. In 2021, there was a case in Abuja where someone was caught with a smuggled python. Python! The law doesn't care if you are trying to flex for the gram, or maybe you just love exotic animals. Without the permit, you are breaking the law. Penalties can include fines, jail time, yes, 2 portions of rice, or having your pet taken away to a zoo or a sanctuary. Plus, there is a bigger picture. Nigeria is part of the international agreements like CITEs to stop illegal wildlife trade. So, that monkey you thought was cute, it might be an endangered species, and you're unfortunately funding a shady industry. But the point is, stick to a puppy, a cat, or maybe a fish if you are feeling fancy. Leave the jungle, you are not Tarzan. Number 3. Naming your dog after the president. This one sounds like it's straight out of a Nollywood comedy, but it's 100% real. You see, back in 2016, a trader in Ogun State got himself in a serious wahala. Why? Because he named his dog Buhari, yes, after the former president. The police said it was disrespectful and could incite public unrest. The guy was like, it's just a dog's name, abeg. But no, they arrested him, charged him with incitement and locked him up for days. The story blew up online, with some people saying, free the dog, and others arguing he was trying to shade the president. It wasn't just one-off. There have been other cases where naming pets after politicians or public figures got people in trouble, especially if it is seen as a mockery. The law here is vague. It falls under conduct likely to cause a breach of peace, which is basically a catch-all for anything the authorities don't like. This whole thing sparked a massive debate, where some people were like, where's the line between free speech and troublemaking? Is it here or there? Can't you name your dog whatever you want? What if I decide to name my dog governor or my parrot senator? Are we policing pets names now? But to stay safe, just go with classic names like Bingo, Rocky or Bella. Keep the political shade for Twitter and leave your dog out of the drama, please. Cyber stalking and online insults. You know how Nigerians love to drag people online. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, you name it. We're out here serving hot takes and savage clapbacks. But calm down. Under Nigerian Cybercrime Act of 2015, that spicy tweet or shady WhatsApp status could land you in a serious trouble. Yes, serious one. The law says insulting, harassing, or stalking someone online is a crime. We are talking tweets, DM, Facebook posts, and even those group chat rules that get out of hand. If someone screenshots your "this politician is a mumu" comment and reports you, you could face up to 3 years in prison or pay a fine with 2 portions of garri included. This isn't just theory. People have been arrested for this. Yes, in 2020, a journalist in Abuja was detained for a tweet that allegedly insulted a government official. Regular people have gotten into trouble too, like that guy in Port Harcourt who was arrested for a WhatsApp message that rubbed someone the wrong way. The law is supposed to tackle cyberbullying and fraud, but critics say it's being used to silence dissent, especially when it comes to politicians. Nigerians' online space is a battlefield. People are out here reporting tweets faster than you can say block, and with EFCC and police monitoring social media, your next viral post could come with a court date. So, next time you're about to type "this senator is clueless," pause and check your bank account. Bail money doesn't come cheap, and 7 million naira is not a small change. Number 5. Not carrying an ID card. Picture this. It's a cool evening in Lagos and you are strolling to your favorite suya spot. No wallet, no ID, just you, your phone, and enough cash for that spicy beef. And then out of nowhere, police pull up. Maybe it's just a random stop and search. And they ask you, "Oga, where's your ID?" And if you can't produce one, you might be spending your evening at the station explaining who you are. Technically, there is no law that mandates carrying ID card at all times. But under police powers, failing to identify yourself can make you look suspicious. They can detain you until they verify your identity, which could take hours or longer if they are not in a good mood. This happens all the time in cities like Abuja, Lagos, or Port Harcourt. Police checkpoints are common, and no ID can turn a quick errand into a full-blown interrogation. There was a case in 2019 where a guy in Ikeja was held for hours because he left his driver's license at home. His crime? Buying bread without proper identification. And it's not just about the police. During elections or protests, not having ID can make you a target for extra scrutiny, which gives officers a lot of wiggle room to decide what suspicious means. So my people, always carry driver's license, voter's card, even your old school ID if you are desperate. And don't forget that small change for that suya. Go and buy it. I also want to go and buy mine now. Now, I've been entertaining you since. Please, just push that subscribe button and support us here, please. Thank you. Number 6. Noise pollution. Nigerians love to turn up, whether it's a street party with banging speakers, a church revival that wakes the whole neighborhood, or that trusty "I better pass my neighbor" generator that sounds like 747 taking off. But under Nigerians' environmental laws, too much noise is a crime. We are talking anything over 90 decibels. Think loud clubs, mosque blasting azan at 3 a.m. or your gen that's been running since NEPA decided to ghost your neighborhood. In Lagos, there have been crackdowns on churches and bars for blasting music all night. Penalties, fines, closures, or even jail time in extreme cases. Back in 2022, Lagos State shut down several churches and clubs in Lekki for noise complaints. Neighbors were fed up and the government wasn't playing. Even generators are under fire. There are rules about how loud they can be, especially in residential areas. But let's talk about the irony. In a country where power cuts are lifestyle, generators are basically family members. And with churches and mosques being cultural hubs, telling people to keep it down feels like telling a Nigerian to stop eating egusi soup. Still, the law is there to keep the peace, and Lagos especially is cracking down. They've got noise meters now, and if your setup is too loud, you could be paying fines or explaining yourself in court. But don't worry, I'll be there in court with you and eat popcorn to enjoy the show. So if your gen sounds like it's ready to launch into space, or your party is louder than a Burna Boy concert, you might be a lawbreaker. Then it's time to invest in a silencer or some earplugs for your neighbors. Number 7. Public display of affection. In Lagos, you might see couples holding hands at the ShopRite or sneaking a kiss at the beach. No biggie, right? But travel up north to states under Sharia law like Kano or Zamfara, and that same PDA could land you in serious trouble. Public displays of affection, hugging, kissing, or even holding hands can be seen as immoral under Sharia codes. Penalties range from fines to public shaming, and in extreme cases, corporal punishments. It's a whole different style from Lagos party scene. And this split reflects Nigerian diversities. What you think might be normal in VI might get you side-eye or worse in Sokoto. There have been cases where couples were arrested for kissing in public parks in northern cities. In 2019, a young couple in Kaduna made headlines after being fined for indecent behavior just for holding hands too long. It's not just about religion. Cultural norms play a huge role. In many communities, public romance is seen as disrespectful, especially in conservative areas. But it creates a weird double standard. Lagos couples are posting their date night on IG, while up north, you are keeping your love on the low. So, love smart, my people. Check your location before you start acting like a Nollywood rom-com. Nigeria is a federation, and romance comes with a postcode. Number 8. Begging and street hawking. Picture this. You are stuck in Lagos traffic, and here comes that guy dodging cars shouting, "Oga, pure water!" Or the person tapping your window saying, "Abeg, help me." It's a hustle we are all used to, but in Lagos, it's technically a crime. The state government has banned street begging and hawking, saying it causes accidents, clogs traffic, and fuels crime. Penalties include arrest, fines, or being sent to rehabilitation centers. In 2021, Lagos Task Force rounded up hundreds of hawkers and beggars in places like Oshodi and Ikeja, with some of them facing jail time. But here is the real gist. Poverty is the elephant in the room. For many, hawking or begging isn't a choice, it's survival. That pure water seller might be a single mom feeding 3 kids. That beggar might be displaced with nowhere to go. Critics say criminalizing this just punishes the poor instead of tackling the root issues like unemployment and homelessness. There's also a cultural angle. In Nigeria, giving alms is a big part of religion and community. So, when the government cracks down on beggars, it feels like they're clashing with traditions. Meanwhile, hawkers argue they are providing a service. I mean, where else are you getting cold coke in traffic? It's a tough one. The law says one thing, but the street tells a different story. Maybe the real crime is a system that leaves so many people with no other way to survive. And that's it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully, you're not in jail by then.